Okay, welcome to another episode of I'm Just Saying. I am your host, Michelle Cotton, or at Shelly D, what some of my audience know me by, and my co-host at Dad Starts. How are you doing today at Dad Starts?
Good, thank you.
Awesome. So today we have a great topic. We're back to our, I guess you can call it the norm for us, but we're always a little edgy here on I'm Just Saying. Today we're going to be talking about, are you a user or a friend? Man, this topic to me is a really good topic simply because I've been through it. Not to brag, but I have shown myself friendly mostly in relationships. Now, there may be some people out there who will definitely beg to differ. And then if so, I do apologize and forgive me. It could have been a season in my life where I was going through some things. But for the most part, I do try to show myself friendly and be a friend to those people who should be connected to me and have access in my life. Not just like an acquaintance, but someone I truly value a relationship in that I can call a friend.
I agree. I've seen you've been a friend.
So we're going to talk about, like we always do, and sometimes, I will stop saying always, but for right now, I want to go ahead and give you guys a definition of a user. We're going to, you know how we do, we start off with the negative, we end with the positive.
Good.
So a user is someone who operates or abuses or puts something else into action. So for example, it could be like a user of addictions or drugs, something like that. It could be a user that's operating some type of machinery. But in this context, we are talking about a user that uses people. How can you tell if someone's using you? Here are some traits that starts.
Okay.
So there are some very obvious things when you're in a relationship with friends or work or intimate relationships. There are just some common sense things that we all know when you're being used. Mm-hmm. So for example, if you're dealing with a person and they continuously come to you asking for favors.
Wow.
It's just like way too many favors. Mm-hmm. And you're going, dang, every time we talk on the phone, you're asking me to borrow money, or you're asking me to give you a ride, or you're asking me to take you to the store, or you asking me to, I don't know, scratch your back. I don't even know. It just begins to be like, wow, you're always asking me for something. Mm-hmm. Every time I turn around, you need a favor. You need a helping hand. You got another issue that here I come to have to assist with. Mm-hmm. Also, most users, they guilt people. So after they ask for all these favors, and let's say you say, I can't this time, or no, because some of us are bold enough to be like, no. Then they try to guilt you.
They do.
They try to make you feel bad because you couldn't help them. Like you're the poor friend. Like you're the one who, all the other 20 times where you said yes or you were available, now this one time, because you had to take your mom to the doctor and you couldn't take them to the grocery store, now you're a bad friend. And they try to guilt you.
Horrible.
Have you ever been in this position before at Dad Starts?
Yes.
That was a solid yes.
Yes. I think a lot of people have. You just gotta say no.
Right.
And not feel bad about saying no.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're gonna keep taking and taking as long as you keep giving and giving and giving. They're gonna keep taking and taking. So you gotta end it. And especially people who take advantage, where they try to take advantage of Christians. Mm-hmm. And just generally nice people. We as those people, nice people or Christians or whatever, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta take care of your self-worth first. And right. The Bible even says guard your heart.
Right, absolutely.
Because those people will take full advantage of it. So
you are 100% right. Guarding your heart is one of them things that you just have to do. It's easier said than done.
It is.
But you definitely have to try to have control over that. Y'all know how I raise my hand. That's me. I've had a hard time guarding my heart because by nature I'm a giver. Mm-hmm. By nature I want to see people do well and succeed and win. And so you have some people who are the opposite. You have some takers out there. Mm-hmm. People who come to be manipulators. And for me, sometimes I used to feel like I had a sign on my head and say, I'm naive, I'm gullible, hey, you can come and I'm going to give it to you. Or you can give me a sad story and I'm going to help you. Oh my goodness. but I had to grow up and mature and begin to discern, is this the person I should be helping?
Mm-hmm.
And what is my why behind helping this person?
Mm-hmm.
And will I continue to allow them to do this to me? So there's some questions that came to support why this relationship was a one-sided thing. And why this user who I had confused as a friend now was taking full advantage of my kindness.
Right.
Again, another trait of users, they can tend to make you feel uncomfortable sometimes. When you're around them, you feel like if you're not doing or giving or something that's going to benefit them, you feel like you don't even want to be around them, or that you're not welcome around them. I put it that way.
Right.
Because they make you feel bad. You know what I'm saying? They make you feel like, well, you're not good enough, or you're just a convenience to them. And if whatever you're doing, if it's not benefiting them, then why are you even here? So the relationship can be very uncomfortable. You don't want to get into something that you thinking that you're their friend, but they're not your friend. You know,
right.
It's not a mutual relationship.
No.
It's totally one-sided, totally for their convenience. Another thing is that they're always focused on themselves.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like most users in relationships or friendships, when it's time for you to come and need something, they are nowhere to be found. Like, have you experienced that? Like, the one time your car breaks down on the highway and you're like, oh, I can call Scooby-Doo, and Scooby-Doo is never found, but the 20 million times that they experience some type of hardship or need something, you're always there to the rescue. Mm-hmm. But the one time you need them to be clutch in a situation, they don't answer the phone. If you do get a chance to speak to them that day when everything's over and resolved, they just all nonchalant about it. Oh, okay. Don't say thank you. Don't say, are you all right? Who helped you? Man, I'm sorry. Nothing.
Right.
Because it's not even benefiting them. I mean, how does that make you feel if you've been a victim of that before?
It makes me feel horrible.
Right.
It's hard sometimes, like you said, because sometimes you want to do stuff for people. Mm-hmm. And me, I try and do stuff not looking for anything in return. You know what I'm saying? And that'll set you up mentally like, okay, I'm doing this because I care. I'm not doing this because I'm expecting something. But life, you know what I'm saying, you do need some help. So you probably reach out to the person that he don't owe me nothing, but hey, I done been there for this person like 100 times.
Right.
So I need your help. Can you help me? And they can't help you. Some people just really can't. But you can kind of pick up if they can help you, but they don't want to help you.
Right.
Or they don't want to make that sacrifice and inconvenience themselves to help you. And you might have done that for them. So yeah, I mean, you find out who your friends are when you need help and when you're going through. Yeah. True
story. That was so key what you just said. You will find out. It may take some time for most people or a lot of people, but you will soon find out who your real friends are.
Yes,
those people who are really in your corner, they're not coming to use you or abuse you or mistreat the relationship.
Right.
And these people, how you can tell your true friends, or not, I wouldn't even go and say like true friends, because there are levels to friendship. Like I have a best friend, we've been friends for 33 years. Like literally, I was in kindergarten, she was in first grade, and we've been friends still to this day. Like I'm the godmother, aunt to her children, her child, and vice versa. Whenever I start, I have no doubt in my mind that she's the candidate for it, Right, okay. So just been long. So there's levels to friendship, but then there are some people who you may just connect with quickly and they become your friend. But you determine this because it's a bond. Right. Again, it's a mutual affection with someone that you know.
Right.
Typically, it's someone that you met not in like a sexual relationship or not in like a family member sense. Right. It's someone that you met and that you've grown to know, and y'all have a mutual affection for each other.
Yes.
Friendship, one thing how you can know that it's a good friendship and it's more than like an acquaintance situation is when there is balance. Mm-hmm. When you know, like if you can call on them just like they can call on you, that's a good balance. Mm-hmm. That's a good bond. So it's not one-sided. Now we got two people giving the same thing in a relationship. One is not just taking, while the other one is just giving. You got equal ownership and understanding in the friendship.
Right.
Which is really good. Another one is understanding.
Right.
Friendships or friends, they understand what you're going through. Sometimes they don't say anything. Like I know, again, I got some best friends that I've been very blessed and fortunate to have some core friends that's been with me since like childhood. And I'll say like childhood, like elementary school.
Okay.
Or middle school, something like that. And we still together. That's like my core group of friends. And then of course I have some friends who come along that I still have great relationships with. But they understand you. They just get you. You know what I'm saying? Like they come with no judgment. They listen to you. Maybe they'll comment, maybe they won't, but they're gonna support you.
Right.
They're gonna be there, you know, like if you're going through something, they'll be the shoulder that you can lean on, you can cry to, vent to, you know, things like that during the relationship.
Okay.
They're supportive, they're concerned of your needs. Right. Just because, likewise too, because you're concerned about them. It's a vice versa situation, it's a give and take, it's a reciprocity that's in the friendship.
Right.
So it's easy for them to be there to support you because you've shown yourself friendly that you supported them. Like when they come to you, you've been the support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to comment on that?
Yeah, I mean that's how it should be. It should be that level of balance and the understanding of each other and just that camaraderie of having each other's back and that love that I got you, and especially I got you because I know you got me.
Right.
And it should be equal in giving. You should be trying to outgive each other, and you know what I'm saying. You should feel it. You can feel the friendship. If there's any type of static or some type of contrast, they may not admit it, but you'll feel it. You know what I'm saying? And that is a whole other issue you gotta address. But like my friends, like my friends, I know it. I don't have to feel bad about helping someone, and I won't even feel bad about asking them for the help because we're just friends, and I know we'll do it for each other. Absolutely. Right. It's no hardship in the friendship. Right. It's comfortable. It's easy. Yes. Because you know that you're not taking advantage of them. They're not taking advantage of you. Again, it's a mutual affection, love for each other. I agree. Also, friends come with a type of honesty, trustworthy. Yes. You know, they're dependable. Yes. You know, reliable. You know, like again, that car breaks down. I know without a doubt I can call about 3 of my good close friends and. They come to the rescue. They're going to get there probably quicker than AAA or roadside assistance. Right. Just because they care about me and they want to make sure that I'm okay, you know, whatever the problem is, that they want to be in it with me. I got you. Again, good listeners, dependable. And so it's just one of those things that you can determine in a relationship. Yes. And you want to be able to develop those healthy friendships. Exactly. You want to be able to not even be the one that's the user. Again, like I always say, I'm just saying, if it's you who's the user, this is how you can turn the situation around and begin to become a friend and show yourself friendly. Today is just about what does friendship mean to you? Like what holds that value to you? What's important about that relationship to you? Again, to me, it's all these characteristics: supportive, commitment, loyalty, honesty, you know, things like that, dependability, accountability. Hold me accountable. Don't let me get off, you know, complaining or whatever. A lot of my friends, when I'm getting off the beaten path, man, they on my back. They like, nah, Jack, you know, you got to do better than this, you know. And they tell you the hard things that you may not want to hear. They don't come to just sugarcoat it and make it sound all great. They really tell you the hard things. And so this episode, it was short and sweet, but at that starts, we just really wanted to let you know, be a friend. Show yourself friendly to people. Yes. Through love and kindness have I drawn thee. If you do possess some characteristics of a user, you can still change. You can repair and mend relationships that you may have damaged. You can reconcile with people. Right. So I just want to say, like always, you can let it go or let it be, but the truth will set you free. Don't be a user. Be a friend. You want to tell them how they can follow you at Dad Starts? At Dad Starts, that's DADSTARTS. It's on IG, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and on YouTube. Awesome. And me, Michelle Cotton on Michelle D on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hey,